All right, these look harder than they actually are. They give us f of x equals 3x plus 2, and g of x equals 5x squared plus 2x. And they want us to find the following. So the first one is they want us to find the sum of f and g of x. So we're going to take this value for f, which is 3x plus 2, and we're going to add to it the value for g, which is 5x squared plus 2x. So we're adding, so it really doesn't affect the signs. Now, we're not multiplying because we're adding the two. So if we collect like terms, we have an x squared term. That's going to be 5x squared. Then we have a 3x and a 2x. So that will give us plus 5x. And then the last is this plus 2. So there is our answer. That is what we will put into the answer blank. We just add them. Now, the next one is subtraction, and you want to be careful. It's the f first, the f of x, so we want to put the 3x minus 2 first, or 3x plus 2 rather, first, and then subtraction, and then the g of x, which is 5x squared plus 2x. And sometimes they'll change that order, so be careful there. Now, this does make a difference because this minus, remember, changes all the signs after it. So this is really negative 5x squared and negative 2x. So I like to go ahead and multiply, and then I like to mark that out so I don't make a mistake with it. And now we want to combine like terms. Well, we've got the negative 5x squared. Nothing goes with it. And then we have the 3x, and it's a minus 2x. So that's a plus 1x or plus x. And then the plus 2 on the end. So this is our answer for letter B, negative 5x squared plus x plus 2. Then letter C, we're going to multiply them. So we're multiplying 3x plus 2 times 5x squared plus 2x. So we're going to take the 3x and multiply it times everything in the other set of parentheses. So 3x times 5x squared. 3 times 5 is 15. X times x squared is x cubed. Then 3x times 2x, that would be a plus. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. Then we're going to take the 2 and multiply it times everything over here. So we have 2 times 5x squared. That would be 10x squared. I'm going to line it up underneath the x squared column. And then 2 times 2x would be positive 4x. So I have 15x cubed plus 16x squared plus 4x, and that is my answer. Now, in your answer, I noticed on one of them, you could leave it just writing 3x plus 2 times 5x squared plus 2x. But on the one after it that's just like it, or before, vice versa, they wanted you to multiply it out. If you left it just as multiplying there, they would count it wrong. So I say, go ahead and multiply it out. No matter which one, if you multiplied it out, it worked. It was just when you didn't multiply it out, sometimes they count it wrong, sometimes they count it right. So multiply it out, and then you'll be good. We are finding the functions. We're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing our functions. First one, f plus g. So we're going to add x squared minus 3x, that's our f of x, plus our g of x, which is x plus 14. It's a plus, so it doesn't change anything. We're going to start with x squared. Then we have a minus 3x and a plus x. So that would combine to give us a negative 2x. And then finally we have a plus 14 on the end. So there is our answer. X squared minus 2x plus 14. Make sure when you're writing this, no matter what your variable is, make sure when you write it with the software, you write your variable, whether it's x or y, but then choose the box that has that to get your exponent. You can also write it and then use the caret, and that will get you to an exponent. All right, let's subtract now. The f of x, which is x squared minus 3x, and we're going to subtract from that the x plus 14. Again, make sure it's in the correct order. This minus, we have to use that to change what's in parentheses, so that makes it a negative x and a negative 14. I get rid of that. So now I'm going to combine my x squared. Well, there's only one x squared. Now I'm going to have minus 3x and minus x. Signs are alike, so I add, get a negative 4x. And then my constant term is minus 14. So this is x squared minus 4x minus 14. Next one, we're multiplying. So we have x squared minus 3x times x plus 14. So we're going to multiply here. That gives us x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 14 is plus 14x squared. Then we're going to take the negative 3x and multiply times everything over here. So negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. Oop, let's put it underneath. Oh, I've already written it. We'll put it out to the side then. And then negative 3x plus negative 3x times 14. That's going to give us a negative. And 3 times 14 is 42. Check my math. 3, 4, 12, carry the 1. Yes, negative 42x. So now these are like terms. So I'm going to have as my answer x cubed. Signs are different, so subtract, take the sign of the larger. So that would be plus 11x squared. And then on the end, minus 42x. So that's x cubed plus 11x squared, and then minus 42x. Last one, f divided by g, function of f divided by the function of g. So we're going to have x squared minus 3x in the numerator. In the denominator, we're going to have x plus 14. And now if we could factor something out, we would, but we haven't gotten to the factor section, so I don't think they'll give us one where we have to factor. So this is our answer, x squared minus 3x over x plus 14. This problem gives us f of x and g of x, and then it tells us to evaluate by adding the f of x and the g of x, and then replacing that x, what we get, with a negative 9. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the functions f and g. So we have 4x plus 4 plus x squared plus 4x. So we're adding. We're going to start with the highest exponent, so that's x squared. That's the only thing. Then we have a 4x and a 4x. So that's going to be plus 8x. And then our constant term is plus 4. So now we are going to replace, because this was f plus g, and we're going to replace the x with negative 9. So that's our input. So we have x squared plus 8x plus 4. We're going to square the negative 9, then plus 8 times negative 9, and plus 4 on the end. So negative 9 times negative 9, remember when your base is negative and your exponent is even, you're going to get a positive answer, so that's going to be positive 81. 8 times negative 9 is negative 72, and then plus 4. So we can subtract here. That will give us, what, 9? And 9 plus 4, this will give us 9, positive because 81's larger, and that will give us a 13. Now, you could have replaced the negative 9 up here with all of that, but it just makes it, you know, right up here you could put 4 times negative 9 plus 4, and then negative I squared. It's just more work. So combine and then plug in. We are dividing here. So we are going to put f, which is 5x squared plus 5x plus 6, over the g of x, which is x plus 7. Now, there's nothing we can do there. The 5x squared plus 5x plus 6, that won't factor. And x plus 7 is factored. And plus, we haven't gone over the factor chapter, so they shouldn't give us one that will factor. So now we're going to replace that with our value, our input that they want us to replace. They want us to replace x with negative 6. So this is 5 times negative 6 squared plus 5 times negative 6 plus 6. And on the bottom, this is negative 6, replace the x with negative 6, plus 7. So we can see right away that denominator gives us a 1, so we're not going to have a denominator. So in the numerator, we have 5 times negative 6 squared is a positive 36. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30, and then plus 6 on the end. And all of that is over 1, so we don't need that. 1. So now we're going to multiply 5 times 36. Let's see, that's 0, carry the 3, 180 minus 30 plus 6. 180 minus 30 would be 150, and then plus 6 will give us 156. So the value is 156. We'll put the 156 here, and then up here we'll put the 5x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x plus 7. If you know you did something right and it's counting it wrong, email me, click on that message your instructor and say, why is it counting it wrong? It may just be how you've written something, or it may just be them being picky, and I'll give you credit or I'll let you know what's wrong.